Most media companies try and control their content. YouTube just seems to let it fly.
Well, it's a platform that anybody can upload content, and you never know what you're going to get. And I think
that's from our conversation with YouTube's CEO Susan Wojcicki for CBS Sunday Morning back in 2015. Huge amounts of content has been uploaded to YouTube since its founding more than a decade ago. 400 hours of new video are uploaded every minute. Users watch more than 1 billion hours of video on YouTube every day.
The company is now setting its sights on transforming television. Its new streaming service, YouTube TV, lets viewers watch live television from networks, including CBS. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki is with us now, and we're pleased to have her here. So tell me about what it is you're offering people with streaming.
Yeah, so we're offering a new service, YouTube TV. And what we saw is that TV content is really popular on our platform. We have clips, we have sports highlights, but the next generation, they just aren't watching TV in the same way as the older generation. So if you look at the 18 to 24 demo over the last 5 years, they've seen a drop, almost 40% drop in their TV usage. So we thought, how can we take all the great content that's on TV and how do we make it available for the YouTube generation? So how do we make it on demand, mobile, searchable, great recommendations? We have a cloud DVR.
What competitive advantage do you have?
Well, it's searchable. Google is great at search. YouTube's great at search. Personalized recommendations, unlimited cloud DVR, so you don't have to mess in any way. You just hit the star, and then that show is saved forever for you on the.
Well, it's a skinny bundle. It's only $35 a month. I mean, that's one of the main. So for many young people who don't want to pay the $200 a month cable bill or more, you can get a skinny bundle on YouTube.
Yeah, so price is a huge factor. So the $35 a month for 6 accounts. That makes a really big difference for our users. And it's a way to bring the next generation and young people back to TV. Like, we think TV has great content. How can we bring it back, but use all the latest technology and delivery and to make that available to the new generation?
Most of it's seen on mobile?
Excuse me?
Most of it's seen on mobile?
Yeah, mobile's a big factor. So YouTube right now, we see all the growth that we see is in mobile. People want to be able to watch their TV, their content wherever they are, in their bedroom, on the train.
They want to take it with them.
They want to take it with them.
I feel like such a dinosaur at the table. I've got 9 cable boxes, in every different room. And so I marvel at how YouTube has really changed the game. It used to be just watch old videos, and now people go there and get all sorts of things. You saw this coming, didn't you, Susan?
Well, we saw mobile as like a huge change, a huge new opportunity. And, for a long time we used to talk about being in the living room, but like that's a screen that is wired to the wall. Yes. Like your TV doesn't need to be wired to the wall. You can just take it with you. And so everyone's carrying a TV around with them in their pocket.
But you say this about YouTube. It's more than just a video site. It has a greater responsibility to the world. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So we are a platform now that has 1 billion people coming to us a month. And we just announced that we have 1 billion hours watched every single day on our platform. And so we realize we have really broad reach, and we want to make sure that we, as a platform, are using it for good. And so we're constantly thinking about that. But one thing that we just did recently was we announced this program called Creators for Change, where we identified creators on our platform who are doing really good work to anti-bullying, to fight xenophobia, to talk about LGBTQ issues, gender issues, and that promote tolerance. Like, how can you help people see the other side? How can you help understand people different than yourself? And they do that sometimes with humor. Sometimes they're beauty vloggers. Yeah, we're promoting them.
That other side is key.
We should talk about, too, the culture questions that are going on in Silicon Valley, specifically ones that have been focused on Uber and Travis Kalanick. Yeah. You wrote an op-ed in Vanity Fair about this. What do you see as the central question?
Well, I think the central question is, how do we have more women in Silicon Valley? So right now, if you look at Silicon Valley companies, they're about 30%. And that's just not enough. So technology is one of the greatest forces of change that we have right now going on in our society. It's change in all areas. And so if we only have 30% of those change makers being women, that's a problem. And yes?
No, go ahead. I mean, is part of the issue attracting women to computer science?
That's definitely a really big issue. We need to attract more women to computer science. Right now, the number of women getting computer science degrees is about 20%. And that's not sufficient, right? And there's no reason. Women are good at computer science. Yeah. Women can be great at it. And also,
but you don't have a computer science degree. You don't have, right?
No, I actually don't have a computer science degree.
Yeah.
So I have a history and literature degree. I took an economics and an MBA. I took my first computer science class my senior year in college because I realized a little late. And it's funny because I, at the time, thought, wow, it's too late for me to learn. And I realized it's really never too late to learn. You can always learn. And you don't need to learn everything. You just need to be willing and wanting to learn. And not all tech jobs require a computer science degree. You can work at Google, you can work at YouTube. There's so many things, marketing, sales, support, legal, HR. You don't have to have a tech degree.
Well, I hope the times are changing there. You know, Nina Shaw is a badass legal attorney, talent attorney in LA, and she says this: if you want to be a woman in power, then empower other women. And you were certainly one of those people sitting there at the table.
Thank
Susan.
you. Well, I'm working really hard. I want to encourage young women to come. I think it's a great career. It's creative, it's fun, it's social. And we need more women.
Yep.
And if you want to think about how to change the world, how to be a leader in the next generation, for the next generation, like knowing and understanding technology is a really important factor in that.
They say to Silicon Valley, actions speak louder than words. We'll see. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sure.